Here's how I made my own decals, if you will, for all the smaller features without a pre-cut. I take screenshots of the feature I want and size them on a computer. Then I print them on regular computer paper. I brush a coat of 15-minute epoxy on the side of the printing, and it soaks into the computer paper. After that cures, I flip it over and I brush some epoxy on the other side. That locks in the printing, locks in the ink, and makes it waterproof. Kind of feels like a plastic sheet. Then I cut out the feature, just like you would any other decal, and glue it on the boat. These decals will have a slightly discolored background, but you have the same thing if you do it with a pre-cut. They're made from the same photograph. I'm okay with that though. Really wanted these scale features on my model. 1978 national champion. And from standoff, scale distance, I think it really adds to the model. I got the Go Navy sponsorship decal on the fins. I also have a Bill Munsey decal above the Atlas Van Lines lettering on the side of the cockpit. And both of them, the Bill Munsey decal and the Go Navy decal, the backgrounds match pretty decently. But this Atlas Van Lines lettering, not very happy with that. I'm losing my white stripe down the middle. Too much dark background. There's my solution. That's a lot cleaner. I can live with that. I got friendly with my number 11 X-Acto knife again. Cut away as much of that off-white colored background that I could. I didn't cut out individual letters. Didn't get down to individual words. That's sharp. Got my clean white stripe down the side of the cockpit again. From this distance, it's beautiful. I now have all the scale bits I've made for the boat glued in place, and I've glued on the blue tinted plastic windshield. This is stuff to use. Formula 560, a Pacer product. It's airplane canopy and windshield glue. Dries perfectly clear. Pretty much bonds to anything. Super glue will hold, but it'll cause that whitish discoloring around the edges here. And epoxy will be clear, but it'll pop off. It won't hold. I've also glued the aluminum protective trim strip around the top of the windshield. And this is a piece of 40 thousandths soldering wire. So I got that glued on with the same glue. I'll also repeat my offer I've made before. Email me, I'll send you the free files for 3D printing these exhaust stacks. I printed them in 0.05 ultrafine detail on my Prusa printer. And if you build the cowling from the templates Dr. Jet sends, these keyed in exhaust pieces in the cowling sack, these will fit right in there perfect. I have it designed where it tips a little bit like this when it's pushed in there flush. Simulates the side of the V12 engine block. Paint it black back in there. And then inside the exhaust headers. Kind of surprised nobody's taking me up on that, but free. Email me. Like so many of you have commented on my channel, as a young boy, I too was a fan of the Thunderbolts. And especially the Atlas Van Line's Unlimited Hydro. The shape, the color, the look of this boat, this was the boat to me. And now with YouTube, as I've done the research for the scale details for this build, I've got to know more about Bill Munsey, the driver. In the clips I've been sharing from that research of Bill Munsey in this boat, I think that background tribute music has that perfect, we miss you, you were such a great dude, you left us way too soon, you had that dog in you for winning feel to it, that I think we should play that for Bill Munsey, legendary Thunderboat driver, one more time.